Hey boys, you comfy? Last try the hardest, but come on, Jared.
Yeah. Well, actually, that was just last week. The first time. Holy, married, friends, serious relationship with Theo. Never mind. Firebird, very serious relationship. I'm dating.
Take us out.
Hey, man.
Or put you back in.
Woo!
Say yes, fast.
There's nothing out here.
Yeah, I mean, I just know it's
Everything the light touches is yours.
The light is touching nothing. The light is just touching,
Everything light touches is yours.
but it's not touching anything I want.
Everything the light touches is yours.
I don't want it. We are 2.5 hours in. We have shaved almost an hour off of our 1:30 a.m. arrival time. I already have a Nomar in my lap and I have to pee pretty considerably, so really regretting that decision to let him crawl up into my lap. We have busted into the Pop-Tarts, the Cheez-Its, the granola bars, and the muffins. We'll probably make our first gas stop, what, in like an hour or so? Yeah. One podcast down, starting, I think it's like a 10-hour audiobook. It's like the Adventures of, what is the Adventures of Bleak Creek or just Bleak Creek?
Lost Cause.
Lost Causes of Bleak Creek. It's by these two guys, Brett and Link. They do like a YouTube, like a daily YouTube show that we love watching. So that'll be good. Yeah, just checking in. Dudes. Precious little dudes.
Good morning. I'm just kidding. Here it is. Oh, focus. Come on, man.
Is it on me? We'll put this around it.
No, not it. How you would be.
Good morning.
Good morning. Would you rather be a thief or be a beggar?
Thief.
Ooh. Would you rather swim with sharks or alligators?
Ooh, swim with sharks.
Yeah, sharks. Probably.
Yeah. Like, unless they're hungry, they're not gonna be right? Right? I don't know. But, like, I think sharks are much more interesting than alligators. So, like, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it for, like, a fucking cooler animal.
Okay. Oh, babe, this one's totally for you. Would you rather play Call of Duty or Battlefield? We're dropping, babe.
I don't know.
Would you rather have your phone always fully charged? Yes. Or always have your phone connected to Wi-Fi? Missed 2%. Let's go out.
Yeah. Let's go connect to Wi-Fi.
What?
Yeah, I don't care.
Your phone dies constantly.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. It bothers you.
It dies on phone calls with your father, who then calls us back and his phone dies.
Yeah, it's like a fun dynamic though.
No, it's not.
It is.
Fully charged. What? 36% only said phone charge. Jeez. Would you rather have your face on the $1 bill or the $100 bill?
One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big stripper person.
Good morning. So today is day 3 of our road trip, and we are currently like just a little bit outside of DC. Our first 2 days It went pretty well. Well, the first day was long. We knew it was gonna be long, but we kind of forgot that we were passing through 2 time zones. So our drive like kind of appeared longer. We got in at like 12:30 and we were kind of hoping to get in at 10:30. So that was, and then like having to wake up at like 7 a.m. the next morning to start day 2 was a little difficult just because like day 1 felt so long. And also on day 1, I got pulled over for speeding in Kansas. So only going 10 over. I know it's not an excuse, but like I was only going 10 over. Day 2 was completely uneventful. We were actually driving through Kentucky, and I've obviously never been to Kentucky, and I thought it was so pretty. I was like so shocked. We stayed, like our landing point for day 1 was downtown Louisville, and it was like kind of reminded me of downtown Denver. I had only been in Denver for about 10 years, but probably like what I would imagine it to be like 20 or 30 years ago. So that was cool. And then just driving through all of Kentucky in the morning when it was like still all like hazy and stuff was really pretty. So I think that was my favorite part of the drive so far. And then yesterday we spent a lot of the day going through West Virginia, and we were in Maryland for a bit. And wow, people in Maryland and West Virginia really like their deer hunting. We were like, obviously driving, it was probably around 4 or 5, and I think we just saw everyone kind of coming back from like their hunting trip of the day, and so they were just like, it just seemed like every truck had like a deer carcass in the back, and that was not great, like, ugh. And then we finished off yesterday. We saw some family who we haven't seen in a couple years. We like stayed outside, and so they sat around a fire pit, like all distanced and masked and everything. So it was really nice. Had a home cooked meal, which was awesome, and definitely much needed after a couple days of just fast food. So today's day 3, it's the final day. It's the shortest day. We planned the trip so that each day kind of was shorter than the last, so that, cause like we were just getting sick of the car, and we knew we can kind of like take a big chunk off of the trip immediately, so that's why the first day was so long. Anyway, we get in, I think we have about a 6.5 hour drive today. So hopefully we'll be in Massachusetts by like 4 p.m. or so. And yeah, then we can start to quarantine. But yeah, super excited. A little bit nervous, just don't really want to quarantine, but obviously like it's for the best of everyone that will be around and that they'll be around. So that is what it is. That's the theme of the year. So yeah, day 3 and the last one. Yay. Hi, bud. And then Yoda, I think he's still chilling on the bed. He did this. We just had a very entertaining encounter with the Virginia toll system. So we're getting on the highway, and it said you need $1.50 in coins, unless you have like the Virginia Fast Pass. $1.50 in coins to pay the toll, and we did not. So we were like, all right, well, gotta blow through this one. So we did that, really hoping that's just a bill in the mail. And then it said another toll was coming up, and we were like, well, we can't do this. We can't just blow through the tolls for every single toll booth we encounter. So we remember we have a jar of coins somewhere in the car. I actually don't know why did we keep it in the car for tolls? Like, why do we have it? Anyway, we have this jar of coins. Nope, that's water bottle. Jar of coins in the car. And we're like, I know it's somewhere, so like we pull over on the highway. It's like a little nook. And we're like rummaging through the trunk, and so we end up finding it like underneath one of the seats. And I'm like frantically counting out $1.50 in coins, because like the next toll is coming coming up, and the last one is $1.50. And then we see a sign that's actually $3.50, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like scammering to count all my coins, like make sure I have the right number of coins. And we get to the thing and like you kind of like drop them in, and like it's like counting the coin, like one coin at a time, and it's like accepted, 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 rejected, accepted, accepted, rejected. And like we were like, all right, so next time we're going to just throw coins arbitrarily into the coin slot and have it count for us, and we're just gonna give them all the pennies, because who the still uses coins? Like,
there's a coin shortage. It's a pandemic.
Let's just use that whole like license plate scan and like send me a bill. Like,
round up, you can charge a little more.
yeah, you can charge more. I don't have to like carry coins in the car. Anyway, we'll still be getting one fun $1.50 bill plus whatever like surcharge they put on for us running it initially. But yeah, hopefully that is as eventful as it gets today. We should be getting in around 4:30. We are in Massachusetts.
Yay.
So about 50 miles to go. Where's my welcome to Massachusetts sign? There it is. Look at that. Hello, it is now like 4:30 on Sunday, and we are officially in Massachusetts. So we, as you can see, we're probably not, well, I guess it's just not as obvious from this point of view, but we are currently in a hotel. So naturally, as with everything else on this move, this road trip didn't necessarily go as planned. So like, you know how we had to shift things around initially because Mike's parents got COVID, and so we made the decision to say goodbye to them in person on Thanksgiving, and we're all masked, we're all 6 feet, and everyone was washing their hands like constantly, so it was relatively safe. And we knew that like we took a little bit of a risk saying goodbye to them in person, but a no-win scenario. Like either you don't say goodbye to family, and Mike doesn't get to say goodbye to his parents, or you take this risk. So we did, and they were both, I think, about a week and a half out from, his dad was officially 2 weeks out from diagnosis, and his mom was probably about a week and a half or so out from her diagnosis. Hopefully not contagious or not super contagious. I knew my dad was kind of on the fence about us being exposed and then being in the house, and so we were thinking about compromising and us just wearing a mask in the house at all times until we got a negative test back. But on the way here, we learned that another family member who we had seen, I think it's also about a week and a half ago now, and when we saw them, we were all like 6 feet apart, masked, outside, taking all the precautions in seeing someone in person, so like as safe as you can in person. But they actually recently got diagnosed. I think they started to feel sick on Monday, so we had seen them on Friday. So we probably saw them like when they were at the peak of being contagious. Now we are in a hotel, probably about 20 minutes from my family here, and we're going to take a test in a day or two, maybe like Tuesday, because that'll be about a week and a half from seeing them, and then about a week out, 5 days out from seeing Mike's family. So hopefully like it would catch anything if we had contracted anything. So we're staying here until that point happens. So probably we'll be here until Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday at the very latest. And it's kind of a cute place. It has, as you can see, like it has like a little kitchenette. It has like a little desk area. Because like obviously I'll be working while we're here. It has the like sliding doors in case like Mike is sleeping in and I'm still working. It has the boys, of course, hi boys. And then just the bathroom. And it's kind of nice. So when I was checking in, obviously I was like a little bit emotional just arriving and things not really going as I had planned. I was just super nervous about staying in a hotel for a couple days with the dogs, just because our experiences the last couple days had been like a little stressful, just like bringing the dogs up and down the stairs or up and down the elevator, and just like where do we take them to go to the bathroom, because like the hotels you just have like a little patch of grass. And but when I told this lady, she's like, oh, I'll give you a place on the first floor so that like you don't have to do the stairs with the dogs or anything, and then I'll give you one that's basically like right walkout access to their pet area, which is like this big yard, and it has a ton of place to like area for them to walk around and to like do their doggy thing. So it's kind of just back to like apartment life almost for a little while. So it was really nice, and like she was super sweet about just accommodating the dogs, which I really appreciated. And it was like a little win that I feel like we needed after this trip. So yeah, we will be here for a couple days. I tried to make myself a little bit at home just by unpacking some more stuff from the car, like going in and out of the hotels the last 2 days. Like we had just been taking like a bag, like Mike had a bag, I had a bag, in and out, just so we wouldn't be like unpacking and repacking the car each time. But I took a couple extra things out so that we could kind of feel a little bit more at ease and not so like strangulated just by lack of stuff. So hopefully like it's a nice little quick stay here. Obviously if we're positive, that's a whole different story, but so far we're feeling fine. Fingers crossed though that everything else with this move goes as planned. We find a house really quickly, they can close really quickly. It's like the perfect house. So really trying to like shift my mental state and like put all those good vibes out in the universe, because it was kind of like in a negative space these last couple days. But I feel better. I think probably also just super tired, and like it doesn't feel great being locked up in the car the whole time. I think you kind of just sit there and like your mind just wanders, and if you're in a bad space, like it wanders to like a bad space. Anyway, that was quite a bit of talking. My dad and my stepmom are dropping off some dinner in a bit, and Mike went out to the grocery store to get some milk for our cereals in the morning. So he'll be back soon, and then we'll just relax for the rest of the evening. I technically have tomorrow and Tuesday off, but with just being in the hotel room, I don't know if I want to take those days off still, or I just want to save the PTO, but we'll see. So because we are in the hotel for the next few days, my dad and stepmom dropped off this whole basket, like it's pretty heavy, full of food. I think they made a vegetarian lasagna, I think a salad. Oh my goodness. Oh, they got apple pie, fresh apple pie. This is salad. Oh, babe, it's the salad that I ate like 6 pounds of while we were there in September.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Salad dressing.
Some Italian.
Oh wow, we have Italian and balsamic honey. Some butter. This. Oh, it's like fresh. It's like still hot. Oh my goodness. that. Very pretty. Yeah, baby. Let's eat.